after a good bit of phone calls.
Man, this thing right there can probably launch a rocket now.
Alrighty guys, so before this video gets started, I do want to mention that we just dropped our very first pair of Goon Squad shorts, and I gotta say these suckers are super fire. Check them out. You got the Goon Squad going up and down on this side and the logo on this side, and these suckers are super comfortable, super stretchy, and of course you got the 2 pockets in the front and the added zipper pocket in the back there. And these are some super high quality shorts with a cool last weatherproof technology. And I gotta say, these are very limited, so they are gonna go super quick. So if you guys wanna help support your boys and copy one of the very first pair of Goon Squad shorts, be sure to visit goonzquad.com. But as of right now, let's get to the Supra. You know what? You'd probably be better off launching a rocket before you could actually clear some codes on this BMW.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on the 2020 Toyota Supra. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we got most of this car completely buffed and polished, and it turned out absolutely perfect. Other than this front bumper, because it was already smooth, but we'll probably buff that out a little bit later. But we did actually piece this whole entire bumper completely together, and we threw it on the car along with the headlights and stuff like that, and it's just starting to take shape. But the very next thing that we're gonna do is actually go ahead and just align this front end 100%, because although it might look good on camera, we did not really adjust anything. As you can tell, all that stuff is out of whack and stuff like that, and we just need to put this thing completely together. So let's just go ahead, readjust this whole entire front end, make it 100%, and then we'll go from there.
Alrighty guys, so we are doing a bunch of aligning, and so far everything is turning out pretty dang good. But I gotta say, there is a bunch of adjustments. The hood hinges can go left, right, up, down. There's adjustments on these headlights and so on and so forth.
Hundreds of adjustments right now.
Hundreds of them.
It's kind of overwhelming a little bit with all the adjustments, because you can move one thing and the other thing has like 3 more adjustments, which kind of sucks, but we are getting close. It's just this one headlight is kind of slowing us down, because we're initially thinking that once we throw everything on, we're not going to take it off again. And one thing that we're lacking is one of our headlight computers. This is actually our old one that we popped off. We're just trying to clean it, because as you can tell, look at all that, man.
Dang, son, there's tons of corrosion in there, and we're hoping that maybe we could use this cleaner and this brush and possibly try it one more. We already tried it one time.
Yeah, we're gonna try to revive it, you know, because right now we don't know when our new one's gonna come in. It's gonna probably be a day or even a week. We don't know. There's no tracking on it right now.
There's no tracking on that one part, but everything else should be in here shortly. But I guess we're gonna give this a shot. If it don't work, we're gonna finish up aligning everything.
Yeah, just go ahead and align it 100%, and then, I mean, we're just gonna have to pop off the front bumper. Not a big deal, so let's just go ahead, give this a shot, and then finish up aligning the front end.
Alright, so no luck reviving the brains of the headlight. Even after cleaning it with some electrical parts cleaner, we plugged it back in and still nothing. So I believe this unit is just fried. And we even tried that headlight on this side just to see if we got power, and it did work. So we do in fact got a bad module on our hands. We're just gonna have to wait for our new one to arrive. But we did end up aligning this whole entire front end. All the body gaps are on point. The headlights, the bumper, the fender, everything is just
Man, this thing is just looking
beautiful.
sick, dude, up front, dude. I can't believe
how well everything lined up, but it did take a few hours to just align this bumper, dude.
It did take a good bit of time, but you know what? Now it looks like it just rolled out of the showroom floor, out of the factory.
Oh yeah, it just needs a little buff, and that's about it.
That'll be it for that front end. But as of right now, what we're gonna move on to is actually this rocker panel right here, slap it on, and then we're gonna slap on our inner fenders, and then finally we're gonna move on to throwing these doors together. Alrighty guys, so we finally got that side skirt installed along with all the inner fenders, including the brake ducts and all that good stuff. Then after that, we went ahead and jumped onto the doors, got them completely assembled. The mirror, the door handle, the door panel, and even this scoop right here. We're not even gonna call it a vent anymore because it just basically scoops air and slows the thing
It's not
down.
venting anything, it's just slowing the car down.
Dude, and they say that you could actually transform this into an actual scoop, but I really don't see how that's possible.
Hey, you probably have to like cut into the quarter panels, and then it's just gonna blow air on your tires for no reason.
Exactly, you're gonna cool your tires, and that's the opposite of what you want to do.
It's not even worth it. If it don't come from factory like that, don't even worry about it.
Exactly, but that's as much as we got assembled so far. It's coming together, but as far as the interior goes, we're not gonna mess with anything else because we're still waiting on those airbags. But we did find out that this seat belt right here is still good, and that one over there is still locked up.
Yeah, it's locked up, but it's loose, so you can go ahead and buckle up and do some ripping.
Dude, that's exactly what we probably want to do next, is actually do our very first test drive, because we have yet to test drive this sucker. I mean, there has been a little bit of hype, or a lot of hype actually.
Dude, there's a lot of hype about this thing having some power because it is an inline 6 turbo,
dude.
And this thing apparently got some decent amount of power.
We're about to put that to the limit, but before we do that, we're actually gonna probably hop in there and try to get rid of some of them Christmas lights on the dash, because I believe it's still in limp mode, of course, right now, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely in limp mode. That's the reason why we never even test drove this thing, because, I mean, we would have already ripped it if it wasn't in limp mode.
Oh, for sure. As you guys seen with the track hawk, we just ripped that sucker right off the bat.
Never in limp mode.
Halfway repaired. But anyways, I guess let's just go ahead and actually hop in there with our Autel scanner and see if we can get some of them lights off. Alrighty guys, so unfortunately we didn't have any luck clearing any of these codes using this scanner right here. I'm guessing, dude, this thing is just probably too new or something, man.
And this thing probably can't even tap into a BMW or a Toyota. You know, this thing can't do neither, because we tried both of them and it's popping up some codes that have nothing to do with the car. It's kind of weird. I mean, this is only the Maxi Check MX 808. We need the MX 10,000, man.
Most likely, dude. We need something that could actually like probably clear like Lamborghini, Ferrari.
Or I just want to be able to get in here and just do whatever on the screen. You know what I mean? Just control the car, start steering with this thing. You know what I mean?
We need something that can launch a rocket, man. How about that?
Launch a piston out of the dang hood right there, man. I know they have computers that are worth like 10,000 that can do stuff like that. So we may have to do something.
We may have to get one of those because this right here is just not cutting it for us right now. And we always run into this issue.
Yep.
We got to clear a bunch of codes on the Trackhawk still.
And now newer cars nowadays, you can't clear them with the normal stuff like this. You need like a super high quality computer to do stuff like that.
But as of right now, what are we gonna do?
We're just gonna go ahead and do some research tonight, see what we can come up with, and catch you guys tomorrow in the morning.
Alrighty guys, so it is the next day here, and what we're about to do is actually go for our very first test drive in limp mode to a buddy's house. He's actually a YouTuber as well, Danny TV, and he does have a little bit of a better scanner, so I believe he could be able to tap into this 2020 Toyota Supra. We're just gonna kind of do like a half send over there because it's not gonna have the full power. But you know what? This is the very first test drive, so I think it's gonna be pretty dang fun. So I guess let's just go ahead, lower it down, head on over there and see if we can get some codes cleared. All right, so we just pulled up here to Danny TV Garage, and he's got some awesome builds. Of course, got the Cummins sitting on a 6-inch lift. This is a project in the works. This is a project that's finished right here. This red Jeep JK Rubicon. That sucker is sick. Check that out right there. And you're not gonna believe this. You got an RX-7 with an LS in it. Got a Mustang Super. This is a Roush Mustang right here.
Yes, sir.
Dude, some crazy stuff going on in here, man.
What's up, Goon Squad fam?
Heck yeah, man. Danny TV in the house. Have you ever made an appearance? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
The Viper, man.
On the Viper,
Did a
man.
little bit of work, but
Hey, this thing right here is a beast right here, dude.
4-cylinder,
Yes,
but
sir.
it's like geared out, and this is just an absolute crawler right here.
It's stretch, man. This
built,
thing's-
not bought. You know what I'm saying?
This right here is a beast, man. We got to put it up against our Mustang,
I
dude.
really want to.
That
Man.
would be sick. What is this? A Roush OEM?
Roush Stage 1, so around 675 horsepower, and then I don't know
I
what
don't
you
even
guys.
know. I don't know.
No charge is gonna be something different.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we haven't dynoed yet, but anyways, you got a nice scanner on your hands. This is a lot better than what we got.
Yes, sir.
Let's just go ahead and scan that sucker, honestly.
Dude, hopefully we can get out of limp mode because right now we just drove it up the street and
Won't even go past like 5 miles an hour, dude.
Well, let me show you guys what. Like sometimes on these newer cars, they got this gateway module, and you have to buy this little connector to even be able to clear the code. So hopefully they don't do any of that. But
Hey, this is a BMW Toyota thing right here, man.
Yep.
See what you can do.
do. My first time sitting in one of these.
in a Supra.
Oh, it's actually right here. Let me get it for you.
It's basically a BMW, so you may have to put that in your system there, but
That's sick, dude.
anyways, I guess we're gonna tap into this thing and hopefully we can get it cleared, dude. All right, so actually no luck getting those codes cleared by Danny TV's nicer computer. It's doing the exact same thing that this scanner, our scanner, is doing. It's just pulling up the codes, but you're not able to actually tap in and clear them.
Yeah, it's pulling up some random codes as well, like almost like none of the codes that we have on here except for like the check engine light, which we have a ton of codes. So I'm guessing these suckers can't just tap into a 2020 car or something like that.
They just can't, but you know what? Danny TV was our very first stop because he lives right up the road from us. We do got a couple other tech buddies that may have a nicer computer that may be able to tap into BMWs and Audis and all them.
We just want to get it out of limp mode because before we do the mods, we want to test it out stock.
For sure. We're gonna test it out in limp mode. This is a half cent.
Do a full launch.
I'm gonna do a full launch right here.
That's it. 2,000 RPMs, and that is it. 3 miles an hour, and won't go no further. That's crazy. I would think limp mode you can actually go a little bit faster. You can't even take this thing down the road or something like that.
Super slow right now, but you know what? We're gonna call around and hopefully we can get this issue fixed. Alrighty guys, so I think we found what we were looking for after a good bit of phone calls.
Man, this thing right there can probably launch a rocket now.
You got that right. Look at that big old suitcase right there, dude. Man, this is awesome right here. This is like a $3,500 computer right here, I believe.
And this thing got the, I think this thing got the ability to actually hack into a 2020 or a BMW,
Dude,
in fact.
let's just go ahead and open it up and show you guys what's going on in this suitcase.
Let's
first
do
off.
it, man. This thing is crazy looking.
Prepare to be amazed. Oh my goodness.
Dude, just check out how big this thing is right here.
That is awesome right there. And look at all these it's wireless. So basically you plug this sucker in and you can just walk around the car.
Yep, and it has tons of adapters right here. Nissan, GM, BMW. Look at this BMW adapter. I don't think ours has that because ours is technically a Toyota, but that is crazy looking right there. They even got a camera right there, man. You can
dude.
take a picture of the car when you're working on it.
I'm loving it, dude. So hopefully this works because I'm telling you, as soon as we get that check engine light off out of limp mode, we're gonna go do some ripping.
Dude, I'm gonna do the fattest burnout I ever did in that thing.
Can those things do burnouts?
I don't know,
Or is
but
it like the C8?
I'll probably figure out a burnout method in this thing right
Put in
here.
a cheat code or something.
Let's do it, man. Let's go ahead and connect it and see what we can do.
You know what? You'd probably be better off launching a rocket before you could actually clear some codes on this BMW, because even with this nice unit right here, we still can't get it to communicate. As you can tell right there, device unable to communicate. So what we're probably gonna have to do once we get our airbags in, we're gonna swap them all out and then just take this sucker to the dealership, and hopefully they can just clear all the codes at once.
They probably got some kind of special computer that we don't even know about, because dude, we tried everything in this thing and still won't do nothing.
Nothing. But anyways, since we can't rip this thing, I guess we're just gonna show you guys what we have planned for it. Alright guys, so the very first mod that we got planned for this Supra is obviously a full exhaust system, no other than an Army-Trix, and we do have a downpipe as well, just to make this thing sound a lot more better, because it is a turbo vehicle after all, and that's just gonna open it up. And I'm just really excited to actually have this exhaust, because we just talked so much how quiet this car is. You can't even hear it going down the road or even barely revving it. So I'm pretty pumped about this. I can't wait to actually throw it on the car, but we're not gonna do it just yet, because I wanna go ahead and figure out the issues that thing is having, go ahead and clear all the codes. That way we can just fully send it with this exhaust and go rip it. But anyways, I say we just crack this sucker open, see what this thing is made out of, because I know Army-Trix always knocks it out of the park with their manufacturing and how they do their exhaust. So let's go ahead and crack it open and see what it looks like. Alrighty guys, so we finally got the full exhaust completely unwrapped, and the very first thing that we opened up definitely caught our attention like crazy, and that is this downpipe right here. Just check that sucker out, dude.
Dude, that is an art piece right there, dude. That looks good.
It's a trophy right here, man. And look at all the details, man. Look at the welds, look at the badge right there, and everything.
Is this thing polished out or something?
Dude,
because
I think this whole entire exhaust is polished out. Just look at that, man. I can't wait to throw this underneath, and whenever you lift that car up, it's just gonna look outstanding.
Hey, hopefully it opens up that turbo so we can hear some turbo noises out of this thing.
Oh, that's a fact. With that downpipe right there, you're definitely gonna hear some whistles. But as for that, I think it's like a dual system exhaust or something, and then it goes to this noisemaker or music box right here, if you will, and it does have a valve on it as well where you can make it quieter, which we're probably never going to make it quiet. We're just going to have it wide open. And also we got the burnt blue tips, which we had to go with those, man. Those are just going to look super sick out the back of the Supra. But this will probably get thrown on in the next video, so I can't wait for that. But as right now, let's just go ahead and bring in the next package that you might have seen in the previous video somewhere in the background there. Let's bring it in and show you guys what it's all about. Alrighty guys, so what you just seen us unpackage is a Street Hunter spoiler for our Supra by TJ Hunt, and this is possibly one of the best looking spoilers for the 890 Supra. We looked everywhere for a good looking spoiler, and this carbon fiber one definitely caught our eye. And dude, this is just gonna look super slick on the back of this thing. You're not lying about the best looking wing, man, because we looked on eBay, we looked on Google, we looked everywhere, and then we seen TJ Hunt's post with his wide body Supra and this wing, and it is just on point, man.
It just looks perfect. All we'd have to do is just paint those little side pieces right there, which are already smooth. I'm loving the quality, man. We're just gonna have to spray that sucker in and throw this sucker on, dude.
We're just gonna color match those, of course, with the paint that we already have, and we're just gonna leave that carbon, and it's just gonna look amazing, dude.
Just look at that carbon right there, dude. You see that?
Dude,
that is slick.
The weave is on point, the finish is on point, man. Dude, I gotta say, TJ is doing some big things. So.
Oh yeah, dude. If you guys want a wing for your guys' Supra, definitely gonna leave a link down below.
Or even a wide body kit. He made the best wide body kit for the Supra as well.
You can wide body your Supra as well. But anyways, we're probably gonna throw this on in the next video, as well as paint all those winglets and throw the exhaust on. Man, this thing is just gonna completely transform when we're done with it.
All right, so that is pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. I can't wait to install all this stuff and just see how it all turns out. We do gotta figure out a few little things before we could actually get to ripping, but make sure your guys' post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at Goon Squad. And don't forget about the very first pair of Goon Squad shorts that we just posted on the website. These suckers are super fire and they are very limited. So if you guys want to help support your boys, be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy some. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.